You gonna say anything?
Hello.
You're not gonna say welcome back, bruh?
No, I was waiting for you to do that. I said hello.
No, now you have to say it. Now that we're in Halloween month, you gotta say it now.
No, that's not the agreement. Once I get my pumpkin carving and my apple cider, then maybe.
No.
Why not?
Because first you gotta say it and then you'll get it.
That's not how this works. You should just do it because you love me.
Welcome back to 209 Podcast. If you guys didn't watch the last podcast, what did we talk about?
We talked
the scary stories. Oh, the scary
Yeah.
stories of the duendes. And Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. And Byron. Remember that?
Yeah. Suggestions for Halloween costumes, or was that 2 podcasts
I feel like
ago?
that was every podcast.
Okay, well, we finally figured out where we're going to be. Just a PSA for everybody.
Maddy thought of it. Cause she's
I
racist.
didn't know. I didn't think of it. I was looking at TikTok and it showed up on my For You page.
But guess what we're gonna be for Halloween?
And
Okay, they're done guessing. Now tell them what we're gonna be. Maddy picked this out
no, I'm going to tell
because
them.
she's racist.
I did not pick it out. I sent it to you and I asked what you thought about it. And you said yes.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be a flower.
And what am I gonna be?
You tell them. Tell them where you're
She
going to
said
be.
that I'm gonna be a dirty beaner, doing landscape and shit. That's what she said.
No, I didn't.
You could be your heritage. You could be your people.
I never even said that.
You could go back to picking asparagus. She said I was thinking maybe I could be asparagus and you could be your beaner self.
Can you stop?
Funny as hell, boy.
Seriously, you make me have to
Stupid
be like so racist, and I didn't even say
the
any of
chalupa
that.
juice.
I said nothing of the.
Anyway, she said I'm gonna be a gardener. And if you guys didn't know, back in middle school, they used to actually call me the gardener.
That's the reason I sent it to you, because you talked about that all the time and how people in middle school used to call you that and how you thought it was funny.
It was funny, but it was fucking racist as hell. And even the teachers would call me the gardener.
If you made it your whole like persona, I mean, it makes sense why they would go along with it. Like, they're not gonna, like, I don't know.
They were like, I was like, I'm the gardener. Because it's one time, bro. You know why? You know why they call me the gardener?
Why?
It was 7th grade, bruh. And we were talking about WWE entrances and shit with my lunch table. And this one guy, his name was Terrence. He said, "Dude would be called the gardener because he's Mexican and he would come out with a lawnmower and listen and
First of all,
with Mexican
who names
music."
their kid Terrence in this day and age? Like, I feel like that's a grandpa name. No hate to Terrences out there.
Terrence was funny as hell though, disrespecting God. Anyway, he's like, Diggle could be called the gardener and he could come out on a lawnmower with Mexican music playing. I was like, dude, that's fucking genius. I'm gonna become the gardener.
You're
And then after that,
you're right.
I changed my like Instagram profile to like the gardener or some bullshit and renamed myself on Snapchat from whatever to the gardener. I remember that shit. They used to call me the gardener for the longest time too.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
And then
for
the teachers were like, guess what the teacher wrote in my yearbook?
What?
It was so fun to have you, gardener. I can't wait for you to come and garden my flowers or some bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
And then some bitches put like, you're the best gardener I know. I was like, bruh. I was like, dumb man, y'all racist as hell and I even know it.
And now you can post photos and be like, hey guys, remember when you used to call me that?
Yeah, remember when you used to fucking
Well, here I am.
be stereotypical?
Living my life.
As the gardener. The gardener's back, boy. Stupid ass.
That'd be a perfect caption, oh.
I already used that caption once though.
I bet people would forget.
But yeah, Maddy said that.
I didn't say it. I sent you a TikTok video and then you agreed that it'd be good.
Was I not supposed to agree?
You didn't have to agree.
She said you could be the gardener and I could be a
have
flower.
Disagreed.
She said, and then you could have a lawnmower with you and shit.
You want me to be the gardener and you be the flower?
No, because then it won't be me.
Okay.
I'll be asparagus. You could be the gardener. Also, you're not brown. You can't be the gardener.
First of all, a lot of old white ladies garden.
No, like those ladies are called green thumbs. So yeah. Last podcast we talked about how the team we coached won sectionals. And we won regionals. Hey, Doma,
No, they didn't.
Yeah, we lost.
We weren't there
Well, I
for
wasn't
that
there,
game,
yeah.
though.
It was at
It was their semifinals, and they probably...
semifinals.
Yeah, it was regional semifinals.
Oh.
They lost that game probably against the state winners again this year, but who knows? We'll see.
Oh, well. Oh, well, you know, sometimes I guess you just gotta lose sometimes, I guess.
Sometimes you just gotta learn that lesson from it, I guess.
Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet, I guess. You know what I lost, bruh?
What?
Because I wasn't there. If I was there coaching and sidelines encouraging, we would have won.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
God, we could have won.
Maybe things would have been different. Who knows? We don't know.
I got the best speeches. You want to hear a speech right now?
No.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think except thoughts.
That's true.
You like that?
No.
Bruh. Anyway, we're going on tour, guys. Ready? November 24th, 25th, 26th. We're going to Chicago for our first ever tour.
Let them come to our home and vandalize it while we're gone.
They don't know where we live.
But some people do.
Anyway, we got cameras anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come and vandalize our stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we got cameras everywhere.
We're going to Chicago for a fun little trip.
No, we're going on tour.
Okay.
We're going on tour to Chicago. So if anyone is in the Chicago area during that time, anytime, maybe you'll see us at the mall or the Sugar Factory or Grand Lux Cafe.
Or another restaurant we're going to that you probably won't be at.
Yeah, because we're rich as fuck. Boy, we got this podcast money, boy. Stupid ass. We got that podcast money. You already know. We making like 20 racks a day, 7 figures every week.
Yeah, just give
Minus
someone,
7 figures.
Just give someone more reason to come and invade our home.
Bruh. So, guys, we're going on tour. If you come to Chicago during that time, you'll see us. And we're performing at the Chicago Theater.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a little stand-up comedy.
You could potentially be on as a guest if you really want to.
At Chicago.
Yeah, why not? We're going to have a hotel room.
No, we're not. We're getting a penthouse. Hey, because you know that money
That's
money
still
coming
technically
in.
like a hotel room. You can get like a
We
suite
we
penthouse type
Airbnb'd
deal.
a whole hotel.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you guys aren't aware, something has gone down in the Middle East. Hamas has attacked Israel, right?
Yes.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Terrorist organization.
So, yeah, so if you guys didn't see, Israel got like fucking airstriked,
Poor people there.
buildings and shit,
Pray for them people for you.
and all that shit is just online. You can search it up and find it everywhere. 3 hours, 7 hours, live feed.
That doesn't shock me, but it's so sad. Like for all those
Even
people living
like
there.
English press. Apparently, there was a video where this news reporter, a missile like shot right by her fucking
I saw that.
building, and she got like
They had to leave
shrapnel on all over her.
They had to leave their building and stuff, and then stay with someone else, and then it ended up getting blown up.
And they just recorded her body right there. Did she die?
No. Like it said, like she couldn't go back to her home after because, like it was her document. Mine was like a journalist documenting like the bombings going off like near her. She showed outside, like you couldn't see anything in the view. The building right next to hers was like absolutely demolished, and then they had to go to their neighbor's home or whatever and couldn't go back to their house because of the whole situation. It was just sad.
And yeah, if you guys didn't know, Friday, Hamas declared a global day of like Jabal, which is like
No, it was it that?
Yeah.
Or was it something else?
Global day of like Jabal.
I don't think it was basically a day of terrorism.
Or basically a day of attack and shit. But
It was jihad.
yeah, global day of jihad, bruh. On job, bruh.
Also known as the day of violence and chaos to be unleashed into the streets.
Yes. And global day. So in America, bro, so you better be safe, better be strapped.
It was on Friday, October 13th.
I don't think it has a one specific day. I think if they declare it, it's going to be declared for the rest of the time.
It just says former Hamas leader, whatever his name is, designated Friday, October 13th as the day of jihad. Or jihad, I don't know.
On Ja.
Asking Muslims to take to the streets and deliver a message of anger in support of Palestinians.
So guys, make sure you guys stay strapped out there. Because who knows?
Just be safe.
World War
you
III
know?
might go down, and then all the women are being drafted too.
That is not happening.
Women are now in the selective service. So if your lot number gets picked and you're a woman, you're going to war, boy.
You don't want me in your army for real.
On God, I want you in my boo. Imagine you got drafted and I didn't. I'm already in. They're like, yeah, we're not sending you guys.
I would actually want to.
You would have wished you joined the guard, huh?
No, I would wish death.
So you would go over there just to die?
No, I'd want to die.
You would try to kill people or no?
No, I couldn't do that.
Would you try to like? Would you be a nurse?
If it was like
nurse?
life or death, and I was like, you're dead or you have to kill somebody, I guess I would have to. I'd literally be scarred for life, but I guess.
That's basically what war is.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it.
So what if you got drafted? Would you refuse? You can't really refuse.
I mean, yeah, you can't refuse.
So what would you do? Would you beg and plead?
I'd be like, please give me something where I don't have to hold a gun.
And they say medic.
I would do that.
Yeah, and then everyone fucking shoots the medic because they want to kill the medic.
Okay, maybe not.
The medic is like a big target, but it's actually a war crime to shoot the medic, but people still do it. If the people know they're going to die, they're still going to shoot the medic. You know what I'm saying? I'll go over there, and then I'll come back, and Maddy would have to respect me now and stop calling me a beaner.
If anybody doesn't respect somebody, it's you.
Huh? You know what we should be for Christmas?
Christmas. What should we be for Christmas?
I meant fucking Halloween.
I know what you meant. What should we be for Christmas?
How about I be Beaner Claus and you could be Mrs. Claus?
Halloween.
I was saying that I should be Curious George and you could be the man with the yellow hat.
Except I'm not a man.
You could be the woman with the yellow hat.
People would misgender me all night.
It doesn't matter. Gender's. Never mind. Fucking hell. You know what? Anyway. I was actually gonna
cut
ask.
that out if you want.
I was actually gonna ask. What shows? What shows you used to watch as a kid?
What shows I used to watch as a kid?
Yes, bro.
Well, for one, I was like a hardcore Dora fan. I was.
Yeah.
I loved.
She loved beaners from the start. No man, she said I love the brown skins.
Dora was like my diehard show, and also Strawberry Shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake.
Yes, I had so much Dora stuff. Like I had like this Dora kitchen. I had a Dora doll. I had a lot of Dora stuff, and then I still have some of the Strawberry Shortcake stuff that I had when I was a kid. Like I had
why
a
Dora?
whole
I bet you didn't
bedspread and
Wait.
stuff.
What she said? Can you tell me where?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember I liked it so much. Like I loved it. I think I had a Dora themed birthday party actually.
What was the fox calling?
Swiper?
Yeah, it's like
Swiper, no swiping?
You see Swiper?
Swiper, no swiping.
Or when they say, "Can you say escuela?" Would you be like, "Escuela"?
I don't know.
Escuela.
You'd have to ask my mom. Because I was like really young when I loved Dora. It was like when you loved Curious George. Like that age.
Oh God, bro, Curious George is the best. I used to watch Dora though when I was younger.
I loved Dora.
How about you be Dora and I be Boots?
No.
Or I be Dora and you be Boots.
I would do that.
Okay, I used to watch Curious George.
Religiously.
I used to watch Curious George.
Wonder Pets. I watched Wonder Pets too.
Yeah, I watched like all the shows growing up. You know, like the shows we grew up with, Cartoon Network type shit. But like my go-to was always PBS Kids, bruh.
Hmm.
And it would be Curious George or every day when you're walking down the street and everybody that you meet.
Did you ever watch Caillou? Hello?
And I say, hey,
Okay, we get it.
what a wonderful and kind of day.
Did you watch?
Used to work in something all day.
Might as well do this podcast yourself. You're cutting me off anyway.
Other. You gotta listen to your heart. Listen to the beat. Listen to the rhythm the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, and that's the place to start.
This is way too loud in my ears.
I'm sorry. That shit funny as hell. You ever watch that though, Arthur? Francine, why don't you just leave us alone and go to your own home?
I didn't watch it that much. You know what I watched a lot? Max and Ruby.
Oh, okay. Max and Ruby.
Please don't ruin every childhood show ever.
Ruby and Max.
Blue's Clues, Max and Ruby.
Oh, Blue's Clues. I used to watch Blue's Clues all the time. Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. Sitting in your thinking chair and think.
Anyways.
Think.
Anyways.
Okay.
Wonder Pets. I watched Wonder Pets a lot.
Oh,
You
the
better
phone.
know this one.
The phone is ringing. The phone will be right there. There's an animal in trouble. There's an animal in trouble somewhere.
Little Einsteins.
We're going on a trip. Hey, remember that? Going.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, dumbass.
That was a good show, though. And people
I hated that show.
I liked it. When I was
It
little.
was about music, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't really remember. I just remember liking it.
What else did you just watch?
Mm,
I totally left out one thing that I watched religiously. But carry on. SpongeBob, obviously. The good SpongeBob.
My mom really didn't let us watch SpongeBob.
My dad hated
like that.
SpongeBob.
My mom did too, and she said if we watched it, it made us dumber.
My dad said when I got pissed, he don't like SpongeBob because he didn't like the talking fish.
I don't know why it reminded me of Care Bears, but it did.
Oh, a Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales, yeah.
Cyber Chase.
No.
Oh, that show was ass. Super Y. Super Y
No.
and the Super Eaters.
But Care Bears, I had a lot of tapes of CDs.
I used to
Barbie
watch.
movies.
I used to watch The Wiggles religiously.
Yes, you did.
The master
Oh my gosh.
pasta
You know what I
maker
forgot about?
of Mr.
You know what I forgot about?
Of history. What?
Teletubbies.
Fuck that show, bro.
Apparently, we used to love that as kids too, but my parents were super freaked out by it.
Yeah,
It is weird if you watch it. It's like, what is this?
La la, Dipsy, Po. The master pasta maker.
Please. We do not need a 30-minute podcast of you singing songs. Unless the people really want that, then let us know. If you want just a whole podcast of him singing different songs, let us know.
Look both ways again. Wait for the traffic to come to a stop and cross the road with a friend. Fine. Instead of shows, what's your favorite? What movies you grew up? Movies. What games you grew up with?
Lots of Wii.
Oh, I know what.
What?
Push me and then just touch me.
Just
so
Dance.
I can get my satisfaction.
Lots of Just Dance.
Satisfaction.
Also, wait.
I
don't like this, but it's actually pretty good. Quit. That was one of them.
Guitar Hero.
Oh my god, my family played that a lot, but I was so horrible at it that I couldn't even get past the tutorial.
Damn. Well, you play the drums or guitar?
Guitar.
We had the drum set, and it was so easy. You go.
That one's like a different game, isn't it?
It is Guitar Hero.
But it's like a
it's
different
Guitar
game.
Band.
Yeah.
That one's better though.
Yeah, they both, my dad and my brother played Guitar Hero a lot. And I just remember all the songs and I get flashbacks whenever I hear certain songs and think of that.
What's the first game you ever played? The first console. What was the first console you had?
I don't know.
Game Boy? You had Game Boy?
I had a Game Boy. I had...
NES?
Huh?
An NES?
No. I had a DS. Like the very, very first DS. And then the Wii.
Damn.
And then my brother got like all the PSs, you know.
Yeah.
And then I just like stay with my DS and like a movie player.
Oh, movie player.
Yeah, we had movie
Oh,
players.
remember you ever had a movie player? It was like a laptop.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh my
It
gosh,
was
I
like
love that
a little
thing.
tiny one, like this
Yes.
big, and it flipped up. I think it's still at the house, actually.
I used to cherish that. I love movies.
I know, me too.
You used to watch Nacho Libre.
And you could just pop the CD in there and watch your
And
movies.
it plays, yeah.
And ours came in these like little carrying cases, so we could hang it on the back of the seat. Yeah.
Yep. Oh God, boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Every time we went on a field trip,
That is nostalgia. And
family
now you
trip.
just got iPads.
And when we went on a family trip, we always had that. Yeah, and they have iPads. You could download shit from Netflix,
But that was the nostalgia, though. That was the days. Like, I remember loving it, and then like flipping through all the movies in your big CD book. You're like, oh, which one am I gonna watch?
there's so many good ones. And then like you look at the back, you're like, damn, that shit scratched as hell.
Yeah.
And you go,
You're like hoping it won't skip,
you gotta,
and then it
right?
starts.
Remember, you gotta.
You had to breathe on it and then try to clean it off. I don't know if you ever did it, but once it started to skip, I'd like smack. I'd smack the.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Would it work?
Yeah.
No way.
I like smacked the DVD player and then it would stop skipping.
No way. Damn, I'm fucking retarded the whole time. I just let it happen.
I was like, I'm tired of. Well, I would just be impatient, so I started hitting it.
Fuck, I used to scratch the fuck out of all my CDs. I don't even know how that happens, but I used to scratch the fucking.
It's because you don't take like kids. You just didn't take care of it.
I started taking care of them when I got my own like CD book.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my DVDs were pristine, boy.
Yeah, I don't know how some of them got scratched. I remember like specific movies that were scratched that we couldn't watch. That I'd be like, do I want to try to watch it?
Yeah, like.
Do I really, really want to watch this movie that I would endure the scratching sound?
Because it's like, do I really want to watch this? And then if it doesn't work, I'm gonna be so pissed because I really wanted to watch this. Remember that shit? That shit would piss me off. I'd play a movie like this is good.
And then it would start
I'm like,
skipping.
oh my
You're
gosh.
like, oh my
It'd
god.
be like 20 minutes in the movie. I'm like invested in this movie now.
You're
This is
like,
the
oh
only
my
movie
god, I
wanna
can't
watch.
believe it hasn't skipped yet. And then it skips.
And you're like, fuck.
And then it stops and it's like buffering
I always try to like fast forward it.
to get it to not.
Yeah, and it would just never work. I'm like, fuck, I ain't watching.
I'd like pause and unpause it and then I'd smack it. Those were the days. Like, our kids should have to experience that. It was
Those were the days, man.
It was fun to be able to pick out any movie you want like that. Like now you just have like unlimited data and you're like, let me click on a movie.
Man, I'm gonna smack the hell out of my kid, boy.
I just like
Fine.
something like that is like so nostalgic for nostalgic.
My first game was Nintendo 64, the Mario Kart. And that shit was nostalgic.
Mario Kart Wii.
Nah, I never played that one.
We did. I was horrible at it.
Game Boy, DS, DSi,
I was better
3DS.
at the DS Mario Kart. That was like my thing. Me and Devin's thing actually. Shout out Devin. This we always used to play like Balloon Wars. And it was horrible, and my parents probably remember this too. But you're gonna make fun of me for this. When we were when we would play, I'm like fully outing myself here right now. Like it's stupid, but like we did as little kids. Like we would play, and then if you lost all your balloons or whatever, and you became like the little ghosty guy, you know, you would just go around and like we would say like mooshy mooshy, like that's what you would do, and just like drive around. So shout out to Dylan because he knows what that means. Hey, I don't know. We were young. I don't know where it came from, but when you're that little person with no balloons, you just drive around and say mooshy mooshy.
You know, for the longest time I thought Mario was Mexican. Like that's me. That's literally me. I'm literally Luigi right now.
That's me.
I'm Luigi.
No, but we would say mooshy mooshy, and then we'd like run around with like the surprise boxes or whatever, and like
the mystery boxes.
Yeah, and then go to our like teammate and give it to them, like if it was me or if it was him.
Damn.
Usually it was me because I died first.
Anyway, guys, we're going on tour at Ball State.
No, we're not.
If you're at Ball State, if you want to see us do comedy, stand up, Hit me
Who
up.
are you talking about? Because I know I'm not funny.
Funny looking, dumbass.
So funny.
Stupid as hell.
What a...
Stop. Damn.
You get it?
Madison. No, what does it mean?
I said, what a... And I slapped your knee. Get it?
No, I don't get it. What's this white people humor? Is it me? Or when you laugh really hard for a long time, the back of your head starts to like tense up and hurt, bruh. Sometimes if you're laughing too
think
damn
it's just
hard and
you.
my shit's like, oh, my fucking head be hurting. I think I got like a fucking disease or some bullshit.
Disease.
I got mad cow disease. It's my, you know what it is? It's my nerves from my wisdom teeth. My wisdom teeth is going into my nerves and fucking with my head when I laugh.
Or it could just be your muscles.
But why the back of my head?
Like, if you're, like, moving a certain way, it could be, like, straining your
I
muscles.
think I'm doing this. I'm making this face. That should be hurting though, because my friend said, he said, I remember when the great Khali squeezed the chalupa juice out of Rey Mysterio's head.
What is chalupa juice?
Chalupa juice. Apparently that's what Mexican's blood is. I'm trying to look for a new car because my car has over 300,000 miles on it. It can explode at any time. I told Michelle that. I told Michelle when I was driving. I said my car.
Shout out Michelle.
Yeah, shout out Michelle. Michelle Obama.
Shout out Michael.
Shout out Mitchell. But when
Michelle.
fuck it, shut the fuck. Okay.
Michelle. What?
Anyway, I was trying to say that I told Michelle that when I was driving her back that my car has 300,000 miles and it could blow up in any second.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, oh, "Really? Like,
Oh my
real?"
god.
Like, yeah, it could literally explode and we could like, it just explode. And she's like, "And we die?" It's like, what the fuck?
What does she think would happen if your car exploded? Like,
I was like, "Nah." And she's like, "What would happen?" I'm like, I said, "It would make a
would-
big pop sound and then maybe some smoke."
no, that seriously, it would burst into flames. Like, if your car caught on fire, the gas in it would ignite your entire car. Like, you guys would burn up into
Well,
flames.
It wouldn't be a bad way to die.
I'm just saying, like, that's what would happen. She's like, oh, really? But your car has been fine this far, so...
So, and you would jinx it and just watch the next day?
No. Your car needs to last you just a little bit longer. And he can do it. Ralph can do it.
If anyone wants a Ford Fusion for like $1,000, let me know. It has 300,000 miles in it. So...
And we just, like, basically described it exploding. So, like, if you really want to get your hands on that, let us know.
Yeah. It won't explode, trust me. It would have exploded a long time ago.
Yeah. And my dad has done a decent amount of work. If you don't know, my dad is... I wouldn't say, like, car mechanic, but...
He's a master tech.
Yeah, he is a master tech. He's a technician. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay, enough about your dad. What about my dad? The United States deported my father. They took him away and put him in Mexico. And I must stand up for the people of Mexico in America. They deported every single person in my family.
That is not true.
I'm the only living survivor in the
Okay.
United States. Because
Are we
I'm in
just
the
going to
army.
forget we talked about Michelle being in your car?
She died from the fucking explosion.
Yeah, okay.
And her dog, Max.
Oh, no, not Max.
Who was
Max is so cute.
wearing a bow tie. Okay, so hold up. If the world was overtaken by aliens, right, and they saw humans as pets, and they made you their pet, would you act as a pet or would you act as like a living, like a intelligent being? But they're like way smarter than you. Like to
Well, yeah.
them, we're like they're us, and we're the dogs. Like that's
Okay,
how
if that's-
advanced we are.
If that's
They
how
are.
you see it, like, you would still be you. But if they saw you as a pet, you wouldn't have to do anything. You'd have everything paid for. So what if they wanted to pet your head? Like,
But then you gotta think some people abuse their pets.
okay, I'd be a pet of a good family then.
I'd run away. I'd be a stray. Ain't no way.
I'd be taken care of. I'd have myself a little penthouse, my own bed. They feed me whatever I want.
Man, you spoiled as hell.
Well, yeah. I'd be Daisy version of a pet. Daisy's my dog, by the way.
And then also, I gotta ask this to the viewers. Do you guys remember life before you were born? Like
No.
what was? I was gonna ask that. Do you guys remember life, or do you guys have
Yes.
visions before you were born, or before you gained consciousness? Because, like I said, I told Maddie the story a million times, and she
You
thinks
told
I'm
a lot of
psych,
people
and
this story.
she thinks I'm psycho.
I don't think you're psycho. I just don't understand how.
Then do you believe me?
I believe you.
Okay, okay. I'll give this scenario because
I
a lot of people don't.
100%
Because a lot of people don't know about this.
believe you.
Can I tell a scenario?
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember life before I gained consciousness. I remember, or before I was born. I remember it was pitch black, and I was looking around. Like, you know how you can see around while your eyes are closed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like that. I was like that. I'm like, I knew I wasn't born yet, or I knew I didn't gain consciousness. And as soon as I opened my eyes, I knew, like, oh my gosh, this is the real world. It was in bed, right? I just woke up. It was about like 6 or 5 in the morning, 6, 7. It was light out, and everyone else was asleep. And I woke up, but I didn't wake up from a dream. Like, I knew I was like, my eyes were closed. I knew that it was pitch black, and I woke up and I looked around. I'm like, damn, this is the real world. And I got up. I knew where everything was, but I just walked around my house, looking at stuff.
That's weird.
And I'm like, wow.
So you could walk at this point?
Yeah, I was like 3.
Okay.
I was looking around. I was like, wow. I remember like every feeling. I remember touching the carpet with the carpet floor, and walking around, no socks. I remember looking, and then when you look, I remember having this feeling like every time I saw something new, like a flash of like dopamine like rushed through my head. Like I felt like if someone like if you breathe for the first time, that's how it felt. Like, wow. And then I remember feeling the cold floor in the kitchen as I walked toward the kitchen. And I went to the bathroom. I felt the smooth tile. And I was just so amazed that like I was actually living. Like I had like, it felt like I had some sort of conversation before I gained consciousness that like told me that I was going to be part of this family. Like I felt that. Like I felt like I knew my purpose. Like I knew I'm supposed to be here. You know, when you first start to remember something, you're probably like in the middle of like playing games, or in the middle of your earliest memory is like with your family or playing games, or
Mine was watching Finding Nemo in the car, like in the van. My mom had a van with one of those screens.
yeah.
And me and my brother picked out Finding Nemo.
But trust, like it's a weird feeling. Like it didn't just happen like all of a sudden. Like it didn't happen like
For me, it did.
like oh like one point of the day.
But I could just have
gained
like a bad
consciousness.
memory.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, I remember this ever since I was little. I remember this. It was just like one random day, like I just knew. Like I woke up and I knew that I was like in a different like I feel like a different entity.
It's so crazy to me that like, you know, you remember all this stuff over your lifetime, but like you never remember being a baby or like an infant or like young. You never remember. Like nobody does.
Huh? I remember when I was young.
I mean like before 1. Like you're a living, breathing human, but you don't remember things.
Well, yeah, because the brain hasn't been developed to obtain memory.
I guess.
As well, memory.
It's just like it's so crazy to me.
But bruh,
Like what the human body.
I was wondering if anyone had that experience where like they just knew they were in like a different body. You know what I think it is? You know, I was probably in a different form before. Like, I was probably in a different life. Like this is my like.
What, you believe in reincarnation?
I could have been, because there's no like. I felt like I was saying, I felt like I had a conversation with like an upper being or like God or something, telling me like, here, you're gonna be put into this body. And then I woke up and I knew that I was not, like I felt like I knew I wasn't supposed to, like I knew I was coming from somewhere, but I know I was here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's how it felt like.
I guess.
Like I knew that I knew that this is my body, and I knew that this was gonna be me for the rest of my life. Like I knew I was gonna, like I knew it was me, but it felt like I was put there. Like I knew that I was not there before. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like my soul has been put into my body. Make sense? It's so hard to explain, bro. I'm going insane. I'm going insane. I was just seeing if anyone had that same experience, and if they do, please tell me, and I will share it. Or you could come on here and tell me, because I am fascinated with the idea of gaining consciousness. And you know the reason why we don't remember things when we were younger? Because they weren't impactful.
I guess.
You remember things that are impactful. What did you have for dinner 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but you could probably remember the first day of school.
Okay. This will be the question of the week, and you can let us know.
And we didn't have any other question.
Okay, well.
We didn't have a question last week.
Okay, well, this is the question of this week.
Here's the quote. You have the quote or quote/question. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. So, if you were to bring, well, this is for like, I guess it's for everywhere, but this is mainly for like Muncie listeners. If you were to bring one restaurant into Muncie, or like food place, or like smoothie place, or like that kind of situation, like restaurant, fast food,
Stores?
Yeah, like food places, like where you get like a smoothie bowl, or you get like
Okay,
boba,
okay,
or, like,
okay.
food places.
What would it be?
Yes, what would you choose?
In your hometown?
Yeah.
Instead of Muncie, because some people don't live in Muncie.
That's what I'm saying, but it was more targeted toward Ball State students, Muncie people, but yeah.
Yeah,
your hometown,
and then and we'll answer that in the next podcast. How about that?
Yeah, because I gotta think about it.
This has been Maddy and Diego, of course.
He pressed that button with his
No,
foot.
he did not.
I just like to
This
let
has
you
been
guys know.
this has been Marley and me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope everyone has a fantastic day and the rest of the week. And yeah, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.